A man carries a big boar every day because his boss is a three-headed dragon. He has to eat a big animal every day. Today the flying dragon is out hunting again, but it took the people's cows. The people were so scared, they closed their gates. Then the dragon stopped at the castle and took the king's bride. What's wrong with that? The king told his soldiers to shoot it down. The dragon was instantly enraged. It burned the castle in flames. Then he took them back to the cave. Because the dragon was so happy, it crashed into a cliff, and the cows took advantage of the situation. The dragon had to carry the queen back to the cave. The men were almost blinded by the flames from the skulls that littered the ground. The dragon had done a lot of damage. The man brought in another stock of boar. The dragons ate and fought. I guess having a lot of heads can be a problem. After it's had its fill, it dragged the queen into the cave. The king was so sad that he couldn't sleep at night. At that moment, the queen's dog suddenly barked. The king let him out of the castle and into the cave. While the flying dragon slept, the queen slipped out of bed. She wanted the man to let her go and thank him profusely, but the man wouldn't do it, for he had escaped before. Flying dragons burned down their entire village. He was forced to work as a free servant in a cave. As they talked, the dog followed the scent to the cave, so they came up with a brilliant plan. They told the puppy to carry a big bone back to the cave and write their address on it. At that moment, the king thought of the villager Mike. He's a strong man. If he could do it, it would work. But Mac is not stupid. He didn't want to risk his life. The king left in disgrace. The next day, the king brought the boy to plead his case, and he found Mike's weakness. Mike looked at the cute little kids, and he said yes right away. A custom-made suit of armor from the forge, and $1,000 sledgehammer made for him. He was invincible. When he shakes his hammer, it's a 5.5 magnitude earthquake. Puppy took Mike to the entrance of the cave, and he hit him with a sledgehammer. The flying dragon slowly pokes its head out. Mike told him to release the beautiful queen. The flying dragon is not to be trifled with. He's not going to disgrace the dragon family. He pulls up an old tree stump. He swings it around and fights with Mike. This stump is a little too strong. Obviously, Mike's weapon was superior. The two fought from dawn until dark, until the next day when the sun was angry again. They're exhausted and out of breath. Neither of them wanted to continue the fight. Luckily, Mike was prepared. He pulled out his cards from his pocket. FAI Lone agreed, so they decided to play cards. Obviously, when it comes to intelligence, animals can't compete with humans. Soon the dragon loses. They had a deal at the beginning. The loser would be roasted and eaten. FAI Lone didn't want to be roasted. He quickly pleaded with Mike. Mike also knew that if he fought another round, it would be a problem to hold on, so he built a big plow. FAI Lone could pull the plow and plow the land. After plowing 800 acres of land, the dragon was exhausted. Mike took the opportunity to push it into the sea. Because he was tied to the plow, the dragon drowned in the sea. The king's wife was rescued, and the servants were finally freed, and spat a 10-year-old spit into the sea.